We live in a more is better society, and that's worldwide. Yes, there's a simplicity movement. Yes, there's a tiny home movement, but that is such a small percentage of the population. And in the Western world, in the developed world, we say we have to have a better house, more of this, more of that. So we overeat, and that all creates fatigue. Now, when you are feeling fatigued, going out and shopping may seem like a great idea, but then you're going to end up with more stuff. And do you really need a larger storage space? At one time, I had a huge storage space. It has taken me years to get it smaller and smaller and smaller. And that was an incredible burden that added to a lot of mental fatigue. So less, as with some architecture, is more. When we say we can have variety in our food, we don't need to basically say we're going to eat 12 hamburgers and then have French fries and some wine and various other things. We can have less, and we're actually going to feel better. When we say, okay, I want to keep up with the Joneses. There actually was a Jones family, by the way. And what is actually interesting is that whole idea really came from a particular type of advertising. We had to say, okay, we have to sell more. We're a consumer society, so therefore we have to tell people that they absolutely need the best new car, the best video equipment, the best this, the best that, or at least they need more of it. If you went to a home 100 years ago, there wouldn't be any appliances. And I'm not saying we should go back to that. I'm saying you really have to look at your life and realize that all this consumerism, all this lifestyle that we have to have more is creating actual fatigue. And some people call it influenza, right? It's being affluent and having all this. So it's almost a disease at this point. When you're worried about your stuff and it being stolen, it's going to add to your fatigue. What makes difference in life is to empower yourself, to give yourself a purpose in life. That will decrease fatigue. Learn what your signs of fatigue are and say, do I really need to have all this around me?